When it comes to entrepreneurship, it's so much more than just building a business. I was just talking to a friend and she was describing how she's building culture in her business and hiring like multiple people every week and putting them through this funnel. And what's interesting is when I talk with other entrepreneurs, high level conscious entrepreneurs, you realize that the work you do, the 40 hours you spend every week is not just a way to make money, but it's how you hone your skills, hone your influence. It's in a way your training ground for other areas of life too. I mean, for example, let's take a high powered business owner and the skills he's learned through the trials and tribulations of forging that business are going to translate into all the areas of his life. His health is probably going to be dialed in. His relationships are going to be clear and honest. He has the courage to communicate boldly. And he likely has deep sales skills. So he can persuade people to do what he wants to do. And he can convey his vision to others. He can be a leader in all areas of his life. And then if you take another person, they're just working for a job they don't love. That was me 8 years ago when I had my accounting job. And it's like every day you're subconsciously reminded that you're not living your personal legend, what your dream in life is. You're just following orders, building someone else's dream, not really living fully, and that's going to spill over to other areas of your life as well. Now, this isn't a video that's going to try to diminish all jobs. There are empowering jobs where you join a company and you're plugged into their amazing culture, but those jobs are the exception to the rule. Most jobs are not that empowering. And I work with, as one of my branches of this business is I consult people starting new businesses and specifically building a digital marketing agency. We're now adding some AI tools into that to expand the reach. And for these people, when I talk to someone that's, hey, Sean, I'm thinking about signing up for your 4-month program to help me build my own business, it's like 20, 30% a business conversation. Like, yes, these are the tactics. This is how you get clients. This is how you get them results, etc. But it's often 70% an entire identity shift because this person is shifting from being just a regular civilian that has a normal job, follows along what he or she is told, to being someone that is forging their own path and facing rejection after rejection in the form of sales calls and prospecting, etc. So it's a full life transformation that happens when you build a business from the ground up. And that's why entrepreneurs tend to hang out with a lot of other business owners or even anyone that's forged their own path. It could be an artist, it could be whatever. But these people all understand how to create something more out of their lives and how to share their vision with a broader audience, whether it's the people you hire, whether it's the clients that trust you to give you money, all of that. So the thesis of this video is if you're at a beginning stage, if you're watching YouTube, thinking about what type of business to start, seeing the lifestyle of other entrepreneurs and knowing in your heart that you want that, you don't want a regular job, it's not going to be some specific business tactic that takes you over the line. It's going to be committing to making a full identity shift. And one of the reasons I think that mentorship and masterminds and groups are important is that when you're first starting out and you don't have a business, chances are your friends and your family don't understand this world of entrepreneurship. So not only will they not support you, they will actually subconsciously hold you back. And it's not their fault. They're not doing that on purpose. They're just, everything they see is filtered through their worldview. So if a new entrepreneur hires a coach or joins a mastermind and is surrounded by other like-minded entrepreneurs, it helps so much to convince him that like what he's doing isn't crazy. I remember when I first started my agency, I had a business partner at the time and we worked together for a couple of months, and it was amazing because I was cold calling companies out of my apartment trying to sell them websites. And it's one thing to do that with someone else. If there's two people doing it together, that's okay. But if you're by yourself in your apartment, cold calling companies, getting rejected over and over, and you're doing this because you watch some YouTube video about some guy you've never met who lives in some other part of the world that says this is how you be successful in business, it's very easy to deeply question what you're doing and ask yourself, am I crazy? Is this a like insane use of my time? And then in addition to that, chances are there's no one in your life that you can really talk to this to. And if you do talk to them, they're going to say, "Yeah, dude, you're kind of crazy for doing this. This doesn't make any sense." So for me, I had a business partner at the beginning, which was immensely helpful. And if it wasn't for that, I think it would have been really useful for me to join some sort of course mastermind. I have joined various groups, obviously, since then. And that is another piece that's really important. There's going to be a point where your natural social circle becomes self-made individuals. And for me, that happened about 2 years in. But it's that first 2 years where you're just starting out, you don't have the validation of making a lot of money, your immediate friends and family are not going to be actually supportive of you, and you have to keep going and push past this idea that you might be crazy until the business starts working. And for some people that's 6 months, for some people that's 2 years, and unfortunately for a lot of people, they never make it past that point, and then they just go back to getting a job. So it's the two things I want to leave you with, the viewer of this video, is that one, starting a business is a full identity shift. It's not just about learning a tactic that works. And secondly, do whatever you can to surround yourself with people who actually understand what you're doing. And this will allow you to stay in this for the long run. There's that African proverb, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And that's so true for entrepreneurship. So whether it's hiring a coach, joining a mastermind, moving cities to be around people that know what you're doing, getting a business partner that's equally as motivated as you, whatever you do, just don't make it you by yourself in your apartment, getting rejected by business owners over and over, because that's just a very hard situation to push through into. It's not an environment that's set up to have you win. That's it for this video. Until next time, I'll see you later.